Hello and welcome to Passion Works Yoga. I'm Erin, and today we'll be doing a grounding practice for Earth Day. So grab something that you like to lay down on, maybe a towel, a mat, a blanket. Today you'll also want to have a strap and either a stack of two blankets, like I have here, folded up. Or if you don't have the blankets, a block would work for what we'll be doing with the blankets today. So let's go ahead and start in a seat. You can cross your legs or sit kneeling if that's more comfortable for you. And I'm sitting on my blankets. I like that extra height that the blankets give me, and it helps me to lengthen my back a little bit more, helps relax my hip creases, and just feels better in my whole body to sit up on something. So maybe you want to do that too. But just settling in here for a moment, feeling the unconditional support of the earth under you. You might even notice where your body meets the earth, the hips, the legs, the feet. Letting your spine lengthen out from that connection, growing the spine tall. Notice where your hands are resting and let them soften. Softening your hands from the inside out. Notice where your shoulders are. Let them soften down away from the ears. Lengthening through the sides of your neck. And your eyes can be closed here, or soften your gaze onto something out in front of you. You might feel a gentle lift in the sternum, lift in the chest. Notice your breathing, your breath, moving in and out of your body. It's something that's always with you. A really great way to slow down the chatter of the mind is to notice the breath. Bring your awareness to your breath. And notice what it's doing. It might feel nice to slow down the breath a bit. That doesn't mean taking the deepest, longest inhale and exhale that you've ever taken in your life, but maybe just a little bit of an extension of your in-breath and an extension of your out-breath. Grounding gesture, bringing awareness to the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. You might even choose to close the mouth and let your breath move in and out of the nose. Trying on a different pattern of breathing than we normally do. Breath moves in through the nose and out through the nose. Let the inside of the mouth soften. You might scan for other areas of tension in your body. softening, finding that balance between effort and ease. We're still sitting up tall here, but we're not rigid. We're not like a stone. We're soft, more like a fluid, like water. Taking your breath in here. As you exhale, bring your chin down towards your chest. If your eyes were closed, you might flutter them open here and start to take some circles with your head. So you can imagine tracing a circle with your nose out in front of you to get that range of motion circling around. It might feel nice to match your breath with that movement. Inhaling the head up and exhaling the head down. And feel free to switch the direction of your circle whenever you'd like. Couple big circles in the other way, kind of softening the space around the neck, feeling into where you might be holding tension and letting some of that go. Thinking about making some space by releasing tension. Opening by letting go. We'll gently come back through the center. Let your head be heavy, chin to chest. And then stretch your head back up. Lift your head back up. Take a breath in. And a breath out. And start to move the spine. So you can really find something that feels good to you. So I really like these circular, kind of a circular motion of the spine, but there might be something else that you like better. Maybe just a shifting side to side or front and back. And taking a couple more breaths in this direction. Breathing. Moving it in the other direction for a couple of rounds here. Feeling into the spine, how it moves, sensations. Waking up the spine, waking up the body. And we'll eventually meet back in the center. It's back upright. Let's move the shoulders now, bringing them up towards the ears and down the back as you exhale. Shoulders up, inhale. And exhale, rolling down. And 2 more of those. Shoulders up and shoulders back down. Last one. Good, let's bring them forward, shoulders up, roll them forward, exhale. Big movement of the shoulders, finding that range of motion, range of movement. One more, inhale. And exhale down. Find your upright spine, breathe in. And breathe out. This might be a nice opportunity to switch the cross of your legs or even switch positions. So you're more than welcome to sit up in a chair as well. You can move to kneeling if you weren't already. Just finding Lengthen your back again. We'll stretch the arms up this time. Take a breath in. And then bring the hands together and through heart center. Exhale. And sweeping your arms up. Inhale. Lengthening through the sides of the body. Palms together, hands through heart. One more of those. Breathing in, stretching up. Maybe even look up. And bring the hands together in front of the heart and pause. Let your elbows go wide. Lift your chest towards your thumbs. Your eyes might close here. A grounding practice that I love is a simple one of gratitude. You might take the next few moments to simply bring to mind 3 things you are grateful for in this moment. Welcoming this heart of gratitude through the practice today. Let's sweep the arms up, breathe in. And bring your right hand down to your side, onto the ground or chair. Reach up through the left fingertips and then lean to the right and hand out. Space across the side of the body, thinking about opening space here. Breathe in. And touching the earth, breathe out. Let's come back up through the center on an inhale. Stretch your arms up and lean to the other side. Left hand down, right arm reaches up and over any amount. Thinking about curling open, almost like you're spiraling the heart up towards the ceiling, letting air move up into the lungs, make space. And exhale, grounding, connecting to the earth. Breathe in. Stay and breathe out. Let's gently come back up through the center. Inhale. Let's find a little dynamic movement from side to side. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back up through the center. By all means, you can move at your own pace here and feel free to stay for longer if you prefer that. And take 2 more rounds, moving from side to side with your breath. And staying grounded in the lower body, finding this dynamic movement in the upper body to wake up the spine. Make space in the sides of the body. And connect with the breath. We'll all meet back in the center, lifting the arms up, reach up. And bring your hands down to your sides. One more shape here, stretching arms up and overhead. Twist over to the right, finding length as you inhale, left hand to right knee. Exhale, revolve, look over the right shoulder. 2 more breaths. As you inhale next, bring your arms overhead, turn back to the front, and twist to the other side. Gentle twist here. Nothing is forced. Just easing in as you exhale, look over the left shoulder. Breathing in for length. Exhale, revolve. And last one, breathing in. Breathing out. Gently come back through the center, stretch your arms up, and float your hands down to your sides, exhale. Okay, so we're gonna move on to our backs next. And this is where we'll need the props. So if you have your stacked blankets, you can use those. We'll do a supported bridge pose. So you'll bring your blankets, so they're just stacked under your hips. And this is where you could use the block if you have the block instead of the blankets. I like the blankets because it provides a bigger surface for your low back to rest on. So I've got my feet on the ground here on one side of the blanket. And then I'm going to make sure that I have plenty of space for my sacrum, the low back, the back of the pelvis, to rest on my props here, okay? Maybe even some more of the low back. So rolling down, take your time to come on down. Of course, you can also place something under your head if that would be comfortable for you, more comfortable for you. And once you're here, feel free to adjust if you want to shift forward or backward, kind of giving your back more support if you decide. And of course, if you've got the block, you can bring your block under your pelvis if that's the variation that you're working with today. We'll rest here for a few moments. Feeling that elevation of the hips above the heart. You might even spread your toes a little wider on the ground. Maybe even slow down your breath a bit. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. As you lay here, feeling that unconditional support of the earth under you. Let your body soften into it. Let yourself be held here. Scanning the body for areas of tension. Softening. Creating a fluid-like energy throughout the body. Water flowing through to soften, relax, and ease tension. You're more than welcome to stay here for longer. We'll start the transition off of the prop. So I'm going to press down into my feet to lift my pelvis up and slide my blankets out. You're more than welcome to press up with your hands and remove your props if that's a better option for you, or a more comfortable option, I should say. And let's take our strap from here. So we'll open the backs of the legs. I'm taking the strap and bringing it to the bottom of the right foot, one of my all-time favorite shapes in yoga. Stretch for the back of the leg. So Bringing the strap onto the balls of the feet, reaching up through the heel, holding on to either side of your strap here, and walking the hands pretty high on the strap so you can let your arms relax into their sockets. Dropping in, settling into a slow going breath. Notice the back body on the mat. You might even reach your left heel down towards the bottom of the mat here. That is an option. And grounding through the space behind you, the back of your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Here for a couple more breaths. If you'd like, you can bring your leg closer to your face. Maybe that means walking your hands higher and drawing your shin towards your face. Or you can keep your ankle, knee, and hip in alignment and just think of grounding the thigh bone down, lengthening up through the heel. Either one is fine, a little different sensation. One more inhale. And gently release. Bring your foot down. Relax your arms. Pause. Whenever you're ready, bring the strap to the bottom of your left foot. Reaching up through the heel. Find that length in the back of the leg. Grounding at the hip. Feel your back body on the mat. Grounded, connected. Maybe the right leg reaches down towards the bottom of the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Of course, your breathing pattern might be different than what I'm saying. That's fine. Just letting your breath be slow and steady. And feel free to pull the leg closer to your face if that would feel good. Stay grounded. Breathe in. As you breathe out, release your leg. Bring both feet flat onto the ground again. Set your strap off to the side. And pause. And stretch the fingertips up and overhead and the legs down towards the bottom of the mat. Take a big stretch here. Any amount of a stretch. Reaching. And then bring your knees in towards your chest. Moving towards a bound angle, reclined. Let the soles of the feet come together and the knees go wide. Let the outer edges of the feet rest on the ground. And maybe you stretch your arms up and overhead. You could grab opposite elbow and opposite hand for a little extra shoulder opening, side body opening. And if this pose is not comfortable for you, feel free to adjust and find something that is. Another option might be to walk your feet wide and tip the knees together. The opposite rotation there. Different sensation. You are more than welcome to stay where you are, or move into another shape that you'd like to be for rest. You'll rest for a minute or so. It's grounding. I sometimes like to put a blanket over myself, one for warmth and two for a little bit of extra weight, grounding weight. Might feel nice to do that. I know it does for me. Let the weight of your body be held by the earth. Take rest. In the next couple of breaths, bring your awareness back into your body. Notice what your breath is doing. Move in a way that your body wants to. Eventually begin to roll onto your side, letting your knees come in towards the chest, making this a pose here. Pausing. And use your breath in along with your hands and arms to press you up into a seat again. Slowly transitioning. And closing with a upright spine, soft shoulders away from the ears. If you'd like, stretch your arms overhead, breathe in, and bring the hands together in front of the heart, breathe out. Thank you for sharing in this practice. So glad to have you, and I'll see you next time.